hell no!
five.
I'm out.
Dr. Doom.
No,
25?
Not Robert
Who
Downey
made
Jr.
this?
Victor Von Doom, not Robert.
Guys, can I
I
just
need
say one
to
thing? Can I just say one thing quickly before you go into it? Before you go into it, can I just say one thing? You guys are gonna be pissed when you see who's after this. But go ahead. You're gonna lose your mind when you see who's
I'm
after
losing
this.
my mind now. 25?
Oh, but trust me, your mind has not lost. Is not
Okay,
lost.
where
yet.
would you?
I mean, again, I'm not the biggest Doom fan. I've read a lot of Fantastic Four, but I'm not like into Fantastic Four like that. But Doom is like, Doom was the inspiration for Darth Vader. That's how iconic this guy is. 25 is too low for the
where would you
list.
place him?
Mm.
He's at least number 9. I would say number 9 at least.
Yeah, fair enough.
Seeing who they've placed so far, I would say he's definitely a top 10 because I think these guys just took. This feels more like a personal list than an actual list. Than like
it's not objective.
yeah, yeah, an objective list. It feels more like a personal list. It doesn't feel like.
And also, I'm just like, dog, Marv is underneath Dr. Doom. Marv.
Right.
Yeah, this list doesn't feel like
Where is Tebelo go?
I think he had a little problem with the sound because he was cutting before I said thing. So so he probably, or his mom called him. So as I was saying, this feels like I said, who do I like? And I was never in a group, and I was like, Tebelo, who do you think is the greatest this? And then I write, and then back, who do you think is the greatest this? And then I tally up the votes, and see, okay, these guys think Batman is number 1. Like 3 people voted for Batman, 1 for Johnny Storm, so Batman is number 1. It just feels like a personal list. It doesn't feel like an objective list.
Well thought out.
Yes.
Like what Shimoto would do better than them at this point.
Oh God.
Yes.
What's the channel brand that collapsed now? Not Watch Mojo. The one of its BuzzFeed would do a better job than this.
Oh wow.
BuzzFeed collapsed?
Yeah, they're gone now, I think.
They're going down. Shame that
they're going.
Oh, that's
almost it.
This is way too low. He's minimum top 10.
Guys.
He's also, remember, he's the main villain in one of the top franchises in terms of comics.
Bro, he was like the main guy.
No, like Dr. Doom has been the biggest villain, I think, in Marvel's history.
Full stop.
I think him and Magneto would be
like him and Magneto are like, if you're talking about like the most recognizable villains, even outside of somebody like Red Skull or whatever, if you want to say Marvel villains, chances are. And the thing is, what's this? Doom hasn't even had like an Ian McKellen type representation, because we can say what we want about the Fox movies, but like the actors, especially Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart, they really embodied those characters to the point where even a casual will be like, yeah, no, I've heard of Professor X, or I've heard of Magneto. But Dr. Doom was so infamous that even though he's had bad adaptation after bad adaptation after bad adaptation, people are still like, yo, but Doom though. Yeah, like that's some power for your ass that he can still transcend a casual's opinion on a villain.
And he's also inspired a cult hip hop artist, MF Doom. Shout out to him. R.I.P. So,
oh my God!
I mean,
Captain spelled the man's name.
Okay, we'll talk about this on Friday. I've never seen Buckmaster so offended in my life than on Comic Con last weekend. Hey. I've never.
He's about to be almost that offended with the next one coming up. Trust me.
All right, so we all agree that he should be on the top 10 list. He should be at least on the
25 is too low.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let me just, now that I've calmed down a little and my blood pressure is stabilized, let me put into context just how much of an insult this is. I don't know if everybody else has put words.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, let me put this in insult, guys. If it weren't for Doom, we wouldn't have Marvel. We're not talking about Marvel as big as it is now. It's because they moved away from the formulaic storyline from the Fantastic Four, because Fantastic Four was the founding story of Marvel.
Yes.
That gave Marvel a backbone, basically.
They're the first superheroes. Fantastic Four is the
Yes.
first Marvel superheroes created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Yes, they had to introduce a big bad guy that kept up with them from the more formulaic storyline. Like, oh, we are making a drill to the center of the earth. Oh, we've activated the portal to another dimension. The story's moved away from that to we have a serious world-ending gonna take over the world type of threat, and that threat was Doom. And Doom has been consistently the biggest op that that many heroes have faced. You talk about all the villains are compared to by Doom standards. If you think about Red Skull is basically just Doom's conquest fetish. If you think about
the Conqueror, Kang the Conqueror,
all of them are just manifested. Doom figures out how to take on celestial level beings. Doom has been the bane of existence for all other people, and the only thing that keeps beating Doom is Doom himself. That's the thing about this characterization. For him to be
fun fact, Luke Cage did solo Doom once.
Yeah, what I say, the thing that beats Doom is like
because he owed him $200.
All his complicated schemes and plans were all for. If you look at the original storylines, even in the animated series, Doom creates big bad machine thing, awesome technology. Then Richards comes like, wow, this is amazing. And by the way, Richards is genuinely amazed at this point, like, wow, this guy is really smart. He created something like this, and then he goes like, did you plan to compensate for XYZ
exactly
this factor?
I was
say
that. Because Reed always proves Doom wrong. It's like, but this is not gonna work, dog.
Then Doom's like, Richards, you fool. Of course I've calculated. All of 2 seconds later, Richards, what have you done? Look at you've decided to
I just asked you a question. I just asked you.
You just forgot this formula.
I just asked you a question, dog. I didn't do anything.
No, but I love that Luke Cage comic that bro pulled up on Latveria. He took a ship to Latveria just to fetch $200.
Yes, it probably cost him more to get there and back than
Nigga, I want my $200. Sweet Christmas.
And
you know what the funny part is? He actually just took the $200. He didn't even take more.
Bruh, I would have taken more, like petrol money, food.
He didn't take petrol money, food money. He probably spent like $1,000, $2,000 to get there, and then just to get $200. Like that was the funniest thing ever.
And what caused his ass beating is because Doom's ego wouldn't allow him to think, let me pay this person. Why wouldn't you give away to something that you consider? Why would Doom consider paying something that's beneath Doom?
No, I just love that in that story, Doom just said, I'm going home. Like, bro came to collect his money, and then he's like, oh no, he left. And he's like, hey man.
So, hey guys, I think.
No, that's the thing. Doom is multifaceted. He is so, like, sometimes he's philosophical, other times he's like boisterous, then he's just petty, then he's childish.
I mean, I gave birth to your daughter, Richard, so that you can name her after me.
Valerie, like, I'm just saying, dog, how did that happen? I would never let Doom birth my child in any instance.
If you think,
what do you mean he birthed?
He assisted. He assisted.
Oh, okay. I was about to say what in the multiverse?
No.
It's not pregnant Joker. Don't worry.
Okay.
Susan was in labor. Nobody was there to help except Dr. Doom, and he proved that he gave himself the doctorate for a reason.
Okay. My question to you, Buck, is if Dr. Doom was not evil, do you think he would have gotten along with T'Challa?
If he was it would be a Namor T'Challa situation, because Doom's ego, even when he's doing a good thing, he has to let you know. And T'Challa would just be annoyed by the fact that he'd be like, you fool, T'Challa. Of course, this is how you would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And T'Challa's like, yeah, I know. That's why I did it. But you could have compensated for this. Right. And it's like, God, okay, bye, Doom. Tweet.
Yeah,
Like,
I
And
think
then,
the thing
no,
is,
and then T'Challa was like,
I
bro,
don't
I've
care.
got vibranium. I don't need to compensate for shit.
the
Alright.
thing about Doom, um, we are really going on about Doom because I'm personally
no,
offended by this.
he's such a great villain. Like, the thing about Doom is that his ego, even when he's doing a good thing, like, even when you know he's trying to help you, he needs you to know
Did
that
I
he's
send you
helping
that
you.
scene from Earth's Mightiest Heroes when he ends up fighting along with Iron Man because they
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent it through.
like they said the
I don't
only
know,
way the
guys.
egos can
I don't know
conflict.
if Robert Downey is gonna knock this character out of the park.
He's not.
No,
He's
the
not.
thing is, even if he does, there's gonna be that certain cadence he can't escape, and you're gonna think Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like, even if he gives a
Mm.
dry, straight delivery, now that we know who's underneath the mask there, it's going to warp our perception of the character.
Because
Good Lord forbid that they let him say, "Yo, RDJ, just play him however you feel."
Oh
And
God.
then he starts aphorisming all over the place and waving his hand. And then you'll
They
see
better not let
5
him do
issues,
that.
and then you'll see the next 6 months later in the next comic book, you'll see Doom talking about, well, Richards, I like your new soul patch or whatever the hell Robert Downey Jr. likes to say when he's in his MCU mode. I'm telling you now, it's
Look,
like
I'm quarter to divorcing. I'm this close to divorcing Marvel. Don't make me submit the divorce papers if you keep.
I already submitted them long
but
time
you
ago,
already have the
Chief.
papers. Why do you have the papers, Stephen? Why do you have the papers? Where did you get the papers from?
From my Star Wars divorce.